Hey knitters, Lindsay here from Knit Echo Chic with another Stitch in Focus tutorial. Today we are working wrong side cables as seen in our slip stitch cable series with 2-color garter stitch background. Our next release, Bubbling Interplay, features all these beautiful slip stitch cable bubbles. This video has all 4 wrong side cables, and just check the description below if you want to fast forward to see one in particular. The first one up is a 1-1 RC. So as you can see, the detail stitch is starting to turn to the right, and we want to continue that turn. So I'm on a main color purl row, and to continue the right leaning direction, I'm going to purl to the cable stitch, and I'm going to make a 1-1 right leaning cable with these 2 stitches. Because a cable needle is optional, so you can just knit out of order or slip off and knit. To knit out of order without slipping them off, you purl the second stitch first, and then you leave it on your needle, and then you purl the first stitch. And with a cable needle, you slip 1 stitch to your cable needle and hold to back. Purl 1 stitch, and then purl the stitch on your cable needle. And that is a 1-1 RC on the wrong side. And I'll flip it back over, and you can see from the point of view of the right side, the cable is still traveling in the right hand direction. So for a 1-1 LC, you work in pattern to 1 stitch before your detail stitch. I'll show you from the right hand side. You can see that this is starting to arc towards the left, and we want to continue working that detail stitch towards the left. So again, you can work your stitches out of order, or you can work with a cable needle. With your working stitches out of order, you purl into the detail stitch first, and then you purl the other cable stitch. With the cable needle, you slip 1 to your cable needle and you hold to front, you purl 1, and then purl 1 from your cable needle. And turning it to the right side, you can still see that this detail is headed towards the left. Next up is our secondary color, which is orange for me, and these are 1-1 LPKC and 1-1 RKPC. So on the wrong side, I've knit to 1 stitch before the cable, slip 1 stitch onto a cable needle, purl the detail stitch, and then knit the stitch from the cable needle. (1-1) LPKC. So I'm going to be purling the detail stitch and then knitting the other half of the cable. And I'll show you on the right side. This detail stitch is still continuing in a leftward direction. 1-1 RKPC. So slip a stitch to a cable needle and hold to back. Knit the next stitch, and then purl the stitch from the cable needle. I'm going to knit the second stitch and purl the first stitch, and then work in pattern to end. And from the right side, you can see that the cable is still headed towards the right side. And here's some finished samples again. Really great texture and pretty fun to work, and it's very intuitive. So with a cable needle without, I hope you enjoy Bubbling Interplay. Happy knitting!